Hello, welcome back to the Four County Real Estate Show. I'm your host, Kevin Carey with Caliber Home Loans. I've got Peggy Magnanelli here with RE/MAX Results.
Hi.
All right, so this is our last video. We've been doing videos on VA, right? We started with why do agents not want to take a VA, all the way through the contingencies, and then explain each of those contingencies and what they mean. So we're here today to talk about our last contingency that we talked about in our second video, which is inspections, right? So I'm gonna run through a couple of them, right? Home inspection, radon, chimney potentially, a pool inspection if it has a pool, things of that nature, right? So what Peggy's gonna talk to you about is, obviously in the market that we're in, you are being forced to get rid of as many contingencies as possible because it's a multiple offer situation to put your best position forward for the seller, which may not always be for the buyer, but that's the type of market that we're in. So what Peggy's going to talk to you today about is inspections and how to potentially get around, some of that stuff. But Peggy, I'll let you take it away. Talk to me about inspections and what all that means.
Okay, so like Kevin said, a lot of different types of inspections. Today, there are people who are asking for full home inspections. Most of those offers are not getting accepted. There are other ways to do it. You can do an as-is addendum, which is you will accept the house as is. Now there's two different ways to do it. As is with no inspections, or as is with inspections for informational purposes only, and you would have the right to terminate after a certain period of time. Typically, you do it as quickly as possible. So my typical is 4 to 5 days max. If you're going to do it that way. That's the safest way, in my opinion, to do it, because you can get all your inspections done during that time period, any inspections you want to do, but you have that amount of time. You're not allowed to ask for any repairs. It's as is, like I said, for informational purposes only. You can cancel the contract if you find there's too much wrong with it.
Gotcha. So basically, you have a way out still.
You do.
Right? Mm-hmm. So obviously we've been talking about waiving every inspection in the book, right? So basically as many contingencies, you need to minimize it to make your offer the strongest. So let's say I really want the house. I know that there's 6 other offers. I know I have to waive my home inspection, which is really the biggest inspection that we're really talking about here. I've lost out on 7 other houses, 2 other houses, 20 other houses. It all depends on how long you've been looking. But one of the reasons why is because you keep wanting to have a home inspection done in the contract. So I fall in love with the house, but I still want to have an inspection. How do I do that without actually asking for a home inspection contingency, whether it's as is, right to refuse, all those other things? I've got to waive that. I can't even put that in there. I have to say no to a home inspection in the contract, but I still want to have one done. Is there a way to do that?
Yeah, you can actually take your home inspector with you when you go look at the house. Now, you're going to have to pay him.
All right.
And in some areas, you've only got sometimes 15 minutes in the house. In Montgomery County especially.
With all the COVID.
With all the COVID stuff,
okay,
because you can't have multiple people in the house.
You got to limit groupings, obviously, because of the COVID restrictions.
So other places restrict, most of mine I restrict to a half an hour. To others, maybe could be an hour. But that's all the time you have. So while you're looking around the house, you can have your home inspector actually do kind of a very basic home inspection, know exactly what kinds of things you're looking for to have him check out.
Right.
And that's kind of the best way to do it. We actually have home inspectors that will do that.
Good.
So you can always get a hold of us to get get somebody who will help you with that.
Listen, obviously the home inspector is only there for 30 minutes. A normal home inspection takes how long?
2.5 hours, depending on the size of the house.
Okay, so obviously you're not going to get the same exact inspection that you would for that 2 to 3 hours in a 30-minute time frame.
Correct.
However, what the home inspector is doing is really looking for the major areas that he normally would look for in that 2 to 3 hour instead of he's looking for those things in a 30-minute window.
Right.
Look, it's not going to give you peace of mind that everything's 100% okay. You're not going to get something signed off from the home inspector saying, hey, the house is in perfect condition. What he's really doing is looking for the major issues that come with most inspections, just to give you peace of mind,
Right.
to let you know that, hey, at least you had someone look at it. But again, it's not a full inspection. You're not going to get anything in writing. It is for really informational purposes only. But again, it's a way to have some sort of an inspection when in this market you have to waive every contingency in the book in order to get a contract.
Right.
Is that correct?
Yep, pretty much.
Listen, Peggy, thank you so much.
I'm actually going to do that.
Yeah?
I'm looking at a house on Friday, and I'm taking my home inspector with me.
Perfect. Well, listen, this is our last video series in the whole VA that we've been talking about. Peggy, I want to thank you so much for being here and helping us with this information.
Absolutely.
If you like, please hit subscribe down below. Obviously, Peggy and I's information is behind us if you have any questions. And thank you again.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you guys being here and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.